Hello, my friends, and welcome to a new review. These are one of the very few games I actually got from a user by the name of Epic Quest Games. And since my friend Ryu played a bit of this game, he actually beta tested this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cover this game and, give the old smell test and see how it's going to run for me. So without further ado, let's play some Labyronia, shall we? Would you like to watch the intro? Yeah, sure. Long ago, when the belligerent realm of Labyronia ruled by the four elemental gods, a vision gave birth to an omnipotent magical item, the Pendant of Labyronia, which fell in the hands of gods. With its power, the labyrinths were created, covering the entire world. In a state of confusion, the warring nations soon laid down their arms, but the Council Wizards in Mysteria Tower decided to rebel against the new order. The situation culminated in a war between the wizards and gods. However, against the overwhelming might of their adversary, the wizards soon succumbed. Afterwards, strange and powerful monsters appeared, spreading destruction around them. The greatest kingdoms of the world fell, and nations got separated from each other. Why they would call this game Labyronia RPG is beyond me. And we're here at the house of Arres. The world is going restless. What are those powerful monsters, and can we do anything against them? What about the labyrinths? I think it's time to start searching for answers. I have to stop pondering this and play my part. I can at least fight the enemy and with my magic and skills. I'm going to grab my old sword and see if I can do anything about this situation. Yeah. So we got the sword of Ibis. Oh, okay. So my character's a battlemage. Let's see, we got items, sword of Ibis, no armor, just that one weapon. Okay. Optimize. Yeah, optimize just like Final Fantasy. Read the book, yes. The four gods, from the forming conception of being, from the reflection of four distinct gods were born, one following another. Zemokan, and the powers over earth and nature were given to him. Dinyon, and the powers over fire and brimstone were given to him. Crodine, and the powers over water and ice were given to him. Windir, and the power over wind and lightning were given to him. Gazing into the original reflection, the gods perceived omnipotency in the form of a spiral, and the pendant of Labyronia was given to them. Why does that sound like E's all of a sudden? Yes. Explanation of cues. Before departing, I decided to leave you this book to ease your work. Take the information provided to your heart. A day will come when you need it. EBs. The cues. You are naturally talented mage, Arres. Whether you are aware of this or not. For this reason, it is not necessary to train you in the art of magic by using the Labyrinthine method. To improve your skills and talents, you mainly need to find certain cues from your surroundings. The cues can be anything out of the ordinary, a weird-looking stone, for example, so prepare to explore your surroundings well. This is extremely important, so do not forget these words when the urge to start moving has awakened in you. Unfortunately, I am not allowed to reveal anything else about your mission at this point. You must seek the answers yourself and then, hopefully, act accordingly. Yes. Dear Arres. 50 years have passed since the labyrinths first came to be. Why were they created? Did the gods really want to punish the people for the wickedness? What about those monsters? They seem to have originated after the labyrinths appeared. It's time to stop pondering and go out there to find the truth myself. This will be the final chapter of my diary for now. At least for now. Arres. Welcome to the world. Wow, that's one hell of an achievement right there. And there's only 6 achievements, and I just only got 1. Travel around the world to recover the 4 elemental crystals, Arres. Follow your intuition. 4 crystals. Why does that sound like Final Fantasy all of a sudden? Fertile. This way. Southern Tent. You know, whoever made this just really has a thing for labyrinths. And we find a letter tunic. So I would have to use my D-pad for the menu. But to move, I would have to use my analog. Okay. Why would you do that? That in itself does not make sense, and we're into a battle. $20 experience and 15 golds. I found an antidote. Mildor Village. Hi there. I heard that you're going to start traveling. If you have any questions to me before you go, bring it. Come back to me if you get confused. For some reason, it just reminds me of Chronicle of the Dark Lord, Episode 1, Tides of Fate. This well reminds me of those stories about the Fountain of Fortune. Have you heard about it? They say you can hear the gods, sir. Arres armor. Welcome, I hope you find something useful. Small shield with ornamental decorations. That's a shield buckler. Wolf's robe. Rich man's crown, chain helmet, leather tunic, lucky charm. Come again, Addis. You must be a regular here. Bronze weapons. We got what you need, tough guy. We got what you need. Show them your manliness, Show them your manliness, lad. A cook's axe, a worker's axe, and a longsword. You know, that's not bad for a longsword. But I still say that doesn't make sense. I would have to use movement for the analog, and for using items and such, I would have to use say the D-pad. It should be to like analog for all, or D-pad to all. The village of Meldor. That's one of the most peaceful locations in Labyronia. Meldor has managed to avoid most of the conflicts plaguing the rest of the world. Meldor villagers are self-preserving and usually avoid traveling, despite of its lucky state. Meldor is a vulnerable little village. Usually it's the strongest men in the village who get the task of protecting Meldor against outside threats, like monster packs. Lately, a lot of monsters have been seen close to Meldor, which is concerning. I won't lie, the music is good. Get the hell out of my kitchen before I remove your liver! Huh. Someone could possibly use this person as a cue for a skill. I see nothing wrong with this game. Of course, this is like a first look, so, you know. Oh yeah, this is definitely like Chronicles of Dark Lord. Seriously, it really does look like Chronicles of Dark Lord Episode 1, Tides of Fate. No, from here, land of water rains. Maybe it's just me, but I feel kind of quench every time I'm in the hood. Oh, you're here, it seems. That is it? You've come a long way before. You have a long way before you, my boy. I can't offer you my help at the moment, but we'll meet later, and here I can, I think, if you manage to stay alive, that is. How do you know me? That's a bit complicated. You see, I have some friends in Meldor. Everybody knows you in Meldor, right? Pretty much. That doesn't explain the rest of your sentence, though. It's a dangerous world we're living. Come back here when you're done in there. When you're heading, I might be able to ease your trip. I might as well do that. earth, water, fire, air. Collect the 4 elemental crystals to gain access to Mysteria Tower. There you will find the answers you're looking for. Is it the voices or... Did you say something just now, old man? I don't think so. I mean, I might have. I'm afraid my memory has a habit of playing tricks with me these days. I see. Moving on. Let's see, where's the next town over? Must be this way. Warning! Extremely powerful and strange monsters have been seen lurking in the woods. Arres is now level 2. I guess I don't get a free heal after I'm done with the level. Well, that works. Damn! Okay. And mind you, I'm not usually a magic caster, but you know, if I have the skills, I'm gonna use them. Greetings, traveler. What brings you to world's largest drachma farm? Would you like to buy some drachma? Drachma leaf. Common Labyrinthine tobacco brand. By the way, if you're heading north, you better watch your steps. Orcs are on the move, frustrated from the fact that they can't reach Denise. Stay out of inland. There's some treasure here. 20 gold. Oh, doggy. Hello. Janice. The nobles of the old world are all living in Janice these days. Once upon a time, this delicate lot used to despise those stratum so passionately that they forced people in slavery after having to escape Imperia, which was the capital of Labyronia. The nobles formed Janice and have been mostly isolated since then. Well, that's good to know. So I take it over there must be Janice. North is the Ice Mountains, west is the Janice route. And we're going to pass the Northern Bridge. Auto combo. Not bad. There is no run button. As Ryu said, that's one thing you probably need in a game like this. Like, at least something that will help you get faster. take you from point A to point B instead of, instead of just walking. The cold shoulder. Welcome. So what would be for you, mister? Tastes rather bland, hasn't been mixed with water, like most beers. And then we have whiskey. You can get a tremendous hangover with this stuff. Come back when you get thirsty. Oh yeah, this place is nice. But since I am a character who doesn't drink, well, I'm a man of character who doesn't drink. The only kind of beer I ever drunk was root. Yep. Plays just like Chronicles of the Dark Lord, alright. Not like it's a bad thing, but... I thought I could... Oh, so there is a run, okay. This rock looked like it could break easily. Okay, so they did have a run button, okay. Never mind, I retract the following statement that it didn't have a run button. But to the overworld, it doesn't have a run button. Only in certain places can you just use something like that, but apparently it doesn't. Time to escape. Icy Road. I think he's moving pretty damn fast. Okay. Why does it feel like I'm playing Arkista's Ring all of a sudden? I mean, that's what it feels like. The Labyrinthine style, it just reminds me of Arkista's Ring. I just really don't like. It's like, oh, you gotta switch from analog to D-pad in combat. Arres is now level 3. Nothing I can do here, so. See, that's the funny thing. I can dash or auto dash. Shrine entrance. Find 25 golds. Tells me I need to see that this is one of the things I just do not like. You just have to like do this sort of thing. Like you gotta go out, save. The water's too deep. The water's too deep, and those lily paths won't hold my weight. I can't cross. I can save the game. I can save the game here. Seriously. So, could somebody tell? Never mind. I had to figure this shit out on my own. God damn, you a big and foreign orc. Okay, that's bullshit right there. Western Kent. I simply adore the sea. Legends tell that it was Croden, the god of water, who formed the waters originally. What manner of being could do a thing like that? Are you going to Janice? If so, you'll have to go through the guarded cave. Better watch out for those unique guards. Not too fondly of outsiders. Salmon! You know, they don't ever say how many salmon you get or something like that. The music is nice though, I will hand it that. Drops are okay. This is the Janice Cave. I think for obvious reasons, I best save. Obvious reasons. Greetings, traveler. This cave leads to Janice. Is that your destination? Yeah. I see. Well, go ahead then. No. The fuck? You asshole. Is he conscious? Yes, we better just throw him in the labyrinth. We don't need any rival in our fire city. Should we inform Belle about this? No, she got enough worries as is. Am I? Gosh, my head hurts. What happened anyway? Did that guard knock me out? I better force my eyes up to see where I ended up to. Well, at least it's bright now, and judging by the looks of it, this must be one of the biggest labyrinths I've ever seen. A usual breeding place for a large amount of monsters. I better be ready for anything. And yes, according to Ryu, this is one of the most confusing, but probably worst case of labyrinth design ever created by man. I can handle something like this, but I can see from Ryu's point of view, that would be a pain. So we find some Solomon. Okay, so that's a dead end. You know, it's a good thing I actually watch Ryu play this, so I know what to expect when I do this. And of course, like I said, this is pretty much a review of things. Although the lighting is a bit of an issue too. So as I remember him go through this labyrinth, you have to go north. You have to go north. Find some salmon, which is good. Which is right here. I do not want to deal with your shit. Damn it. Okay, that's different. As many times I have played RPGs before, I am not surprised by all this. Arres is now level 4. Okay, so I will have to go around. So. Beware the image in my mirror. What the? Aquatic manifestation. Slow move, really. Glass violet found. It's challenging to a point. I can understand that. Okay, so I would have to get 5 of these. Yes, I am following what Ryu did. Oh, I see. One tap and he can actually dash. Okay. I kind of understand how the controls work. Save spot. Summon. Magic water. I'm busy. 1, 2, 3. That's 5, I think. 6 red oh, 6, okay. 6 red crystals in this maze. Use them to open the way. Pretty sure there might be one down there. Busy. Leave me alone. Trying to figure out this puzzle. Puzzle takes priority over battles. Okay, I think that's 5. This ain't like Legend of Dragoon, in which I can just easily run into enemies. Returning to the source. So that's a game over, huh? That's like the most peaceful game over ever known, ever since Shin Megami Tensei. Just won't leave me alone, will you? The only problem I really do see with I think the only real problem I see with this game is like certain enemies shouldn't be that difficult to deal with. Labyrinth shouldn't be, you know, so labyrinthine, you know. don't mind, you know, the turn-based action, but, you know, it needs a certain balance, you know? I mean, even those who do RPG Maker games know you gotta have a certain balance with your games. It's a rule, you know. You're supposed to have some balance. You gotta have some semblance of balance across show. Okay. Some sort of semblance of, you know, balance when you do games like these. Don't just say, oh, this is my game, I want you to try this, and let me know what you think. I said, okay. You give me a Steam code for this? Okay. Since I am a respectable gamer, I won't say no to it, you know. Especially if it's coming from a studio. I say, okay, you give me all these codes for it. Okay. That doesn't seem like a problem to me. I accept. Now, I'm pretty sure when this goes up on YouTube, because yes, I am going to post this on YouTube right after I'm actually done with this review of it. I think it's kind of, you know, awkward that they did the speed up so soon with the, that must be all 6. It's like they didn't have time to beta test to let people actually properly beta test this thing. Because I know Ryu, when I actually gave him the game, you know, I gave him the code to try this for himself. And like I said, I don't usually do games like this because he usually does games like these. I usually do mainstream games. I mean, no offense to those who made this game, but you know, normally that's my thing. I usually do mainstream games or translated games. Or games just people never heard of. And it's probably one of these games that people have never heard of, but probably in some semblance, I probably gave them a little hope. 6 red crystals and minutes you do open way. Oh. That one right there. That's probably 5 that I opened so far. Hello, number 6. I mean, I see nothing wrong with the labyrinth. It's just, I agree with what Ryu says. It needs a little bit more color than that. Now. It's not all 6, is there? I'm busy. 5. Yeah. You know, you should never call your title Labyronia RPG, in which we kind of get the semblance that it is an RPG. You can just drop the RPG right there. I mean, that's just saying something right there. You shouldn't call your title this RPG unless it's like... Unless if it's totally necessary that you have to put RPG down on a title. You shouldn't have to put RPG down on a title. We kind of get what it is. It's a turn-based RPG. It's a turn-based role-playing game. Yeah, I'm not really complaining about the labyrinth. Oh, hello, treasure. How you doing? Glass of violet. I mean, namely, when I go through a dungeon, it would take me about 30 minutes just to navigate through it. But I'm actually going through a dungeon that would take about 50 minutes just to go from point A to point B, because you're basically going through a labyrinth. Not a maze, a freaking labyrinth. And if I'm being harsh about this, I have to. You know, as a gamer, an RPG gamer, you've got to have balance in all things. Namely, for a game like this, you should not, and I repeat, should not have to do this to your fan base in order to basically confuse the living hell out of your people. You don't want to do that. I went through many a maze before. Many a maze that took longer than this. And most times I'm just trying to navigate from point A to point B. It's like if I run into a fight, I run into a fight. If not, I don't really want to, but if it happens, it happens. Arres is now level 5. Thank you. See, I can deal with battles like that because I have better equipment, but still. And this takes me up to Janice's jail. That's wonderful, man. That's just so wonderful. Yeah, I like to save this game. Because at least, for some strange apparent reason, I managed to get through the first labyrinth without any problems. And the only thing I did was not focus on the labyrinth. Even though I know, okay, you go through this, and this just to get through where you gotta go. That is one thing that I can actually do, which made a lot of sense. So I think. It actually came down. Good Lord, your eyes. Yeah, it actually came from down there. Thought it was a one-way road, especially with all the monsters roaming in there. How'd you end up there? Tried to escape from down there once, but there were just too many monsters. I think the key to this jail is somewhere in that maze, though. Actually, I know the way to it. Scrape some small rocks from the prison walls, marked the way. Couldn't get the key to the monsters. So those noble bastards just loved to give us vain hope. Anyways, planning to get the key, you better refresh yourself first. Water in that bucket is enchanted. I'm an amateur cook, you see. Recover. If I go back down there, would I actually get... Would everything respawn, or would it still be the way it is? Let's find out. Apparently they do. Like I said, something like this I'm not really concerned about. I guess the only thing I would have to do is find that number 6 crystal, because everything else is like... It's all taken but that number 6 crystal. There it is, right down there. There we go. This is my whole trick to, getting through a dungeon, just not focus on the dungeon. Especially if it comes to labyrinths. This is where my muscle memory just truly kicks in. Because all I'm doing is like, oh, this is all I'm doing? Okay. Let me go through this dungeon. What harm is it going to do? I'm going to go through this dungeon, fight some monsters. Oh, look, it's a maze. Because actually, I'm letting my brain do the work right now. So if I'm not talking so much, that's the main reason. Because all I'm doing is just technically going through the entirety of the maze and not thinking about how long it is. So I'm actually kind of like staring at the maze. Because the whole trick is just basically look at the maze itself. So where, you know, you basically have to check all the corners. That takes me back to the jail. So I don't want to go back to the jail. But I want to go back to the save point, which I technically have to go back just to backtrack. Just so I can fight the first boss of the game and probably get the key, and then we just call it a video. But all I'd say about this game is it shows promise. I'll say it like that. It really does show promise. I mean, if it's an RPG Maker like game, because what most people don't realize, especially this generation, is you got to just stop thinking, oh, this is an RPG Maker game. This is done by somebody who's using a program. Well, think about it. Aren't all video games made by programs anyway? And it takes people to actually put in the time and the man hour to make certain video games. So to say, I don't like this because it's an RPG Maker game, that makes you the most dumbest motherfucker around, because it makes you the most dumbest motherfucker around because people who put time into making video games people who basically put in all those precious man hours, especially the ones who have families and whatnot, they could be with their families, but no, they're working for you, the general populace, who think they're so better than them, but they're not. It's a goddamn shame because, oh, guess what? There's some people who just don't mind putting in the extra man hours just to make a game. And it don't have to be Hollywood fabulous like Call of Duty. It could be something as simple as this. And they put in such man hours. They put in so many hours just to make one game. And it doesn't matter about the price. It's like, it could be $5, it could be $20. But these people who put in the time and the energy to do this sort of thing, they deserve a little something more than just a thank you. A jelly down my ass. Last violet found. This is really working my muscle memory into overdrive right now. It's not the first game that has actually done this. Gina sent me a game quite similar to this, in which all it is an endless type of is an endless labyrinth of sorts. A Labyrinthine Dreams is what the game she sent me is called. There we go. See. A fairy. I've heard that they have a habit of switching sides. I better just concentrate on staying alive for a moment and hope for the best. Everybody gets attacked up? That's something I noticed too. Where the hell is the defense? Oh. Never mind. I retract this statement. Oh, right. This is another thing. You're only working with one character. Okay, that's something right there. See, right there, that's a big no. This is a big no you should never do when you're doing something like this. You have one character. You have one character versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enemies. Oh, and the character. Let's see. The character doesn't have that many spells to begin with. Like I said, the game shows promise, but there's so many problems with this game that I can easily point out. And Labyrinth don't have anything to do with it. It's like, okay, you take on a boss. Okay, a boss shouldn't have 7 minions. A boss shouldn't have 7 minions in which you have to go and just go like, okay, I gotta take on the boss. Okay, I don't have an all spell. I should have an all spell. I should have a fire spell. I'm dealing with all this and then some. But you know, when you do something like this, you know, that's terrible. So like I said, this game shows promise, but it does need some tweaking. It needs some tweaking, it needs some fixing. But you know, I'm just only giving my first impressions of it. Like I said, it's a good game. Don't get me wrong. But the one thing you should never do is pit. You should never pit one character versus 7. You're facing a freaking horde. 1 versus a horde is not going to work. You look at all other previous games that basically, if you say you've been inspired to make this game by works of other games, then this is what you should do. Look at other games. See how they have, one person take on 4. Okay, that one person can knock out 4. But 1 versus 7? No. But anyway, that was my first view and my review of Labyronia, which is on Steam. I believe I think it's for $5 or $7. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully, I really do hope that they listen to what the fans say. Tweak the game a bit. Adjust the, difficulty a bit. But don't make it to the point in which the combat becomes unplayable. That's all I'd say. Don't make the combat to a point in which it becomes unwinnable and unplayable for the player. And you're forced to level grind. That's one thing you should never do. You should never be forced to level grind. It's like, okay, if you're playing Lunar, you should know a recommended level. You should not have to guess. You should have to be like at a certain level of how you can actually deal with these guys. But after that, like, no. But the thing is, I would have to get the jail key in order. I would have to beat the boss, get the jail key from that boss battle, and then I would have to work myself all the way around just to open that damn key. You shouldn't have to do that. That's unneeded and unnecessary work. So, yeah, if you want to get a copy of this, check on Steam for Labyronia. It might be Labyronia RPG, but the game is actually called Labyronia. So, with that, I've been the Tenkaichi of Gaming, and this was a review of Labyronia. I'll see you next time for more video games. Until then, take care, God bless, and of course, as always, Tenkai Musou.